Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Football Manager 2008 Let's Play series. It's going to take a bit of getting used to saying that because I'm instinctively thinking Football Manager 2018, but it's obviously Football Manager 2008. We've gone back in time to this legendary game. Why am I on this? I didn't intend to show this as the opening screen to episode 2, although that does remind me, I've been trying to fiddle around, trying to make the text bigger. I can't download custom skins that people made 10, 11 years ago because they just don't exist anymore, the files or the websites that they've been uploaded to. So I'm having to stick with like the standard skin, but the text is just a bit small. And obviously I've explained in episode 1, it's a little bit blurry using my old laptop, and it's an old game and all of that jazz. But hopefully it's fine. Please let me know if there's a way around this. But yeah, I couldn't find an option to zoom in on the text, on the preferences, or anything really. Anyway, let's forget about that. Let's just enjoy this classic game, FM08. Managing Arsenal, I think we're 4th favourites to win the league this season. We're in the 3rd qualifying round of the Champions League going into this season as well. And my first match of the season is against arch rivals, North London rivals, Tottenham Hotspur, who at this point in history, they were relatively good, but they were kind of, I guess, top 10 rather than top 6 than that, like they are at the moment in real life, of course. The team, they've got Gareth Bale, who's playing left back, an 18-year-old Gareth Bale playing left back for Spurs. They've got Pascal Chimbonda at right back. They've got the England goalkeeper Paul Robinson. So they've got a good goalkeeper. Huddleston was quite good at this point, wasn't he? At the age of 20. Looked like he was going to go on to big things. Robbie Keane, prolific striker. At the age of 27, alongside Darren Bent and Berbatov and Defoe. They've got very good strikers, I must say. But I've made some additions to the team, and I'm hoping to continue to make additions to the team. You'll notice some names in there that I mentioned in episode 1. We have made some transfers. The first transfer was actually Eden Hazard, and I wasn't even thinking about signing him, but I scouted him, and where do I look at scout reports? He could become a good player on this, actually. I mean, he looks all right. He's only 16. He might actually. I think this was the first game he actually appeared on, because he's only 16, so it must be. Unless they used to have 15-year-olds in the old games. They're not allowed real 15-year-olds anymore, unless they get permission from the parents. Like Odegaard was on FM15, wasn't he? Because he got permission from his parents, something to be on the game. Quite funny, really. But anyway, he might turn into something good. We've also signed 2 more Belgians and a couple of Argentinians as well. Lots of wonder kids coming into the team. Anthony van den Boer, Football Manager legend. He really is a wonder kid on this, because look at him. He's an all-round machine. And I signed him for £7 million. I think he'd only just been signed by Fiorentina, so I did need to give him a big contract to convince him to move straight away. But you can see, look how versatile he is. He can kind of play anywhere down the right or the middle. So that's useful. I'm going to be playing him right back predominantly, I think, at this moment in time. But that could change. The next player to come in was the man I was raving about on episode 1, Pablo Piatti. He doesn't actually have as good potential as I thought he would. He's got potential to be a decent player. On all my old saves, he turned into a world-class talent. You might do. I don't know, my scout might have got it wrong, or possibly he had like a -9, -10 thing in there. So sometimes on some saves he becomes a good player, and other times he becomes a decent player. Anyway, looking forward to that. And he only cost £60,000. He's so cheap. And he's an incredible player to bring in. Next up, you'll know this chap. He's a star of the Argentinian international team these days. Ever Banega, who's 19 years old on this game. He is classy. 17 passing, 18 flair, 16 creativity, 17 dribbling. Defensive midfielder, more like a central midfielder in my eyes, unless I'm playing a deep line playmaker. But this game was before you had roles. You had to sort of create roles yourself by using, all the sliders and things, I suppose. I'm going to have to get to grips with all the tactics, because I can't remember what I used to do. I don't really know how this game works anymore. But I'm going to give it my best shot, I promise you that. And lastly, a player that's just come in, Vincent Kompany. Man City legend in real life. Belgian legend. He's already got 14 caps for Belgium at the age of 21. Quality players. My most expensive signing so far, coming in for £11.75 million. A lot of money to spend on him. back then, Man City actually signed him for less, I think, in real life. I think they got him for 8 million. But anyway, they struck up a hard bargain. Some of that money is over 24 months. The same goes for Van den Boer, I think. So I've tried to spread the cost a little bit. Going out of the team, Flamini is going out on loan. I don't think I really need him this season. Theo Walcott's going to go out on loan. He's only 18. He's very pacey, but doesn't really offer a huge amount. I'm not playing wingers either, I don't think. So I've loaned him out to Portsmouth. He should get a lot of game time there, hopefully. Man City actually wanted him on loan. This is pre the days when they had all those star players. I've sold Denilson. I said he was a decent player, but I think I actually did this back when I managed Arsenal 10 years ago. I didn't really fancy him, and I've sold him to Aston Villa for 7.5 million to raise some funds, really. I also sold Abue because I don't need him. We've got Sanya, we've got Van den Boer now. I don't need Abue as well, so I've sold him to Everton for 7.5 million pounds. This looks like low fees, but remember, this is 2008. These are relatively high fees. Barcelona were interested in Abue, but 7.5 million pounds was too much for them. Everton, on the other hand, for some reason, did have enough money, but Barcelona wanted Abue, but they couldn't afford him. Quite funny, really. So those are the transfers so far. However, I've got some more transfers. I mean, Akinfev, I actually had an offer accepted, and I tried to reduce it a bit, and I annoyed them. And they now, I think they accepted about £13.5 million, and now they want £20 million for him. And that's really annoying. I should have just gone with it. But I made a mistake. Though, to be fair, I didn't actually have £13.5 million left over at the time. But now I do, I think. So, yeah, it's a little bit irritating. Vidal, I've had bids accepted 3 times, but the work permits have been rejected 2 or 3 times now. I think I've got one about to come in. I really hope. I think it's the 3rd attempt, actually. I really hope this time, because what a player he is. He does want a hell of a lot of money, but he'll be worth it. I guarantee you. What a player. Anyway, we're going to play Spurs in this episode too. You're going to see the 2D, old school 2D match engine for the first time in the series. Hopefully the recording of it is okay. We'll find out, won't we, in a bit. I didn't have the best of pre-seasons, I must say. I'm really trying to get to grips with the tactic. We did beat Barnet 4-0, which was pretty... Oh, where am I going? Clicking on all these buttons. Which was a relatively easy game. We also beat this team. Where are they from? Sweden, maybe? We beat them 1-0. 0-0 draw, 1-0 defeat against Brøndby, and then a 0-0 draw. So we struggled to score goals in the last 3 games. I don't really know what happened. With all the firepower that we have, Van Persie, Nicholas Bentner is an incredible player in this game. Adebayor is an exceptional striker as well. Eduardo as well. I've not really focused on trying to sign strikers. I know we've got Bentner, who I feel will turn into an amazing player because he did before. Carlos Vila's out on loan, so next season he can come back and hopefully bang in the goals as well. But we should be scoring. Team instructions wise, this is what I've gone with. Mentality attacking. Creative freedom from... I mean, Fabregas is a really good player on this. Rosicky is a really good player as well. Banega, creative. Gilberto Silva will be just solid defensive midfielder in there for us. We don't really have any other options at the moment. I loaned that Flamini, thinking I'd get Vidal in, who can play that role as well. So Van den Boer could play there. We've got players that can play there, but I think Gilberto Silva is our best option at the moment. I'm going to have to work out what the best thing to do is. Training as well. I don't really enjoy training. I used to just check on the forums and things to see what was the best training you could get, and then I'd put it in. I've only actually made one so far, and I don't even know if that's any good. So I'm going to have to get to grips with training. By the way, Eden Hazard's in the reserves. I put him into the reserve team. I don't think he's quite good enough for the first team right now. He's only 16, so hopefully he can do quite well there. I've just realised we've got Almunia and Vito Manon as goalkeepers in the reserves as well. No one seems to want Almunia. Anyway, let's get on. Oh. I've not selected any outfield play. I thought I selected my tactics. What's going on? Am I missing a player? Everyone's in there. Submit team. That was weird. I think it's because I was on the reserves. Never mind. We're getting on with our first game of the season against Spurs. See, the players, they're so small. I can't see them. I mean, I'm going to have to just tell you, basically. I think I've frozen. There we go. I'm back. my computer. Like I said in an episode when I'm recording off 2 different devices here. I don't remember having this. I think it's because I had a smaller laptop screen before and it was fine. This is a bigger laptop screen compared to what I played on in 2008. And yeah, anyway, key men for us is Gilberto Silva. Key man for Tottenham is Berbatov. What a player he is. Look at him. Exceptional. Only 26 years old at this point in time. We have team talks on FM08. Not as many options, which I probably prefer. I'm going to wish the team luck. And you've even got opposition instructions as well, which is a little bit of a pain to do, to be honest. We'll close down these. We'll close down the strikers. I can't ask my assistant, I don't think, for this. Which is a little bit... This is just a bit clunky. Takes forever. We'll make that do. Just the instructions for the wingers. Let's get on with this then. I'm excited to show you Football Manager 2008. And this is the first action of the series. As Chimbonda comes forward for Spurs. That is so... I need glasses for this. Malbranque down the right, crossing it in. Robbie Keane almost opens the scoring immediately for Tottenham Hotspur. I mean, the 2D match engine was in its early days, I suppose, at this point. Oh, whoops. I want the split view for when it's in between. We almost missed a goal there from Spurs. And, well held by Lehmann. Lehmann's 37 years old, by the way. It's kind of why I want to sign Akinfeev. Spurs are all over us at the moment. Guys, get on the ball. Get creative. Maybe this tactic's terrible. I don't know. Here's Gareth Bale. Good tackle by Gallas. We're going to have to rely on some good defenders, I think, because I'm not sure we're going to have much of the ball in this game. We're playing at home as well. 20 minutes in. We've done absolutely nothing. Crossed in. Good save. Knocked away. This doesn't look good. Van Persie. Where's he going with that? Yeah, this was long before the 3D match engine. When did that come out? Was it FM10? Which I didn't own. The first one I owned with the match engine on was FM11. With the 3D match engine. FM05 was the first one with 2D view. It's the first ever Football Manager when they broke away from Championship Manager and it all changed. Obviously Championship Manager became Football Manager and Championship Manager, the name, was kind of someone else in the end. And that failed eventually. Oh, this is a chance! Rosicky! He had to stick that away. That was close. And we've actually created an opportunity though, which is at least some sort of encouragement for us. Gallas does well to win that header, but here comes Spurs again through Malbranque. Steve Malbranque, remember him? He's on a yellow card down the right-hand side. I don't know what Clichy's doing. That's Toure, in fact. Why is Toure there? Oh! Lehmann! Maybe I don't need Akinfeev after all. He's pulled off some worldy saves here. They look. I mean, the great thing about 2D is you can just sort of imagine what's happening. With the old Championship Managers before 2D, you really had to imagine, didn't you? You got your creative juices flowing, just reading the commentary, and you're like, oh yeah, that's them going forwards, crossing the ball in. It was great. Here comes Chimbonda. Where's my defence? This is dreadful. I don't really know what to do tactically, though. Perhaps I need to bring the defence deeper? Or was that asking for trouble? Here's Van Persie. Into Rosicky. Rosicky. Can he... Oh, he's found Van Persie. He slid it wide. That was a chance. We've created a couple of very good opportunities here. And we've not taken them. Here's Clichy. Why is Toure playing left back? Have I got Toure at left back? Have I made an absolute cock-up here? Oh, bloody hell. Maybe that's why they're all over us. I'm playing them in the wrong position. I bet you noticed that and now you're laughing at me. Although you might not have noticed it because the writing's so small. But yes, Toure was playing left back. Oh. With Clichy at centre back. How did they not score? Oh, Rosicky! Rosicky, you have to score. I feel like I remember this. You used to get so many chances and goalkeepers would always have world-class games against you. But Lehmann has done very well for me, admittedly. Van den Boer does relatively well there. Caught a free kick to Spurs. It's the edge of the box. Fired over the bar by Kabul. This is exciting. I'm enjoying this, even if it is hurting my eyes. I do actually own glasses, but they're for driving in the dark. And I got them when I was... Sounds stupid, you know. I got them when I was 17, when you could get, like, money off glasses before you turned 18. I didn't really need them, but the optician said, you might need them for driving in the dark. That's a very particular thing. And I've kept the same one since then. I occasionally wear them at the cinema when I remember because it's dark in there, but I don't need glasses. But maybe I do for this. That's a story of my life. Not a particularly interesting story. Why can't I click on this bloody button? I'm going to ask my... I can't click on anything. What's going on? Well, we're playing because I couldn't click on a team talk thing. Here we go then. Maybe I should have made some tactical change, although I couldn't click on any buttons, so I couldn't make any tactical changes. That's a nice play from Spurs. That's good defending by Gilberto Silva. Uh-oh. It's collected by Lehmann. I'm not particularly happy with this. I feel like this is the formation I played, but I may not have done. I may be misremembering. It possibly could have been a Christmas tree formation, in fact. With Bentner, with Vila and someone else behind. Piatti. We'll see. We'll adapt as we go along. Here's Banega. Van Persie. Bentner goes for goal from long distance. Who's not been playing well then? Fabregas is on a 6. Everyone else has been playing quite well, admittedly. I'm not going to make any subs just yet. Oh, I've actually managed to make it work. Team instructions, attacking. Tempted to go normal and then click counter-attack because they are really keeping possession and we might be able to hit them on the break with some pace of... I don't really have any, but I've got Clichy at left back with pace. Perhaps we should knock it long to Nicholas Bentner as the target man. Play him as... How do I select a target? Oh yeah, I've got target man. That's like a separate instruction. You've got target men as a little option. So Nicholas Bentner's my target man. We'll knock it long to him. See if that makes a difference. Let's confirm those. Not sure what the format for this series will be going forwards. One game in every episode. They do seem to take quite a long time. I've got the match speed on fast and the highlights just above the middle bracket thingy. I could do 2 episodes. I don't know. Do you want long episodes, short episodes? Let me know, guys. Happy to do sort of 10-minute, 15-minute episodes. I'm happy to do half-an-hour episodes if you want, really. Uh-oh. That's Van den Boer, you've let me down there. Football Manager legend losing the ball. Here's Berbatov. Slides it through to Robbie Keane. Good tackle by Gallas and Van den Boer. I think Sanya's actually my best right back at the moment, but... Oh no, Van den Boer's giving it away again. Van den Boer, what are you doing? Gallas! Oh no. Is that a free kick or a penalty? It's a free kick on the edge of the box. Might have to bring Van den Boer off. He's given the ball away twice in that phase of play, which is poor. Van den Boer, that was poor. It's just taken about 5 years to take this bloody free kick. I remember this now. You'd end up with a little... And it's not even a... Oh, it is a highlight. Here we go. Uh-oh. Ah. Who's that? Rocha. Who the hell is he? Rocha. Disappointing. Well, I'm going to go back to attacking then because we need to attack, don't we? But I'm going to use Nicholas Bentner as the target man and use target man. Target man supply. Let's knock it to his head. Let's go attacking football and passing style. We're going to go direct. And we're going to do a very un-Arsenal type of tactic, basically. Fabregas hasn't done anything, has he? Who can I bring on? Diaby. Do we bring Diaby on? Let's do it. He got injured in the first friendly, by the way, but he was okay. Could bring Van Persie off Eduardo or Adebayor. Have 2 big lads up there. That's tempting. I said I was going to bring Van den Boer off, but we don't actually have Sagna on the bench. So I'm going to leave him on for now, even though it's his fault really for conceding the free kick. But let's get on with this. Let's stay positive. Oh, I'm thirsty now. So it's a corner. Rosicky. How did that not go in? Gilberto Silva. The ball's really small as well. Can you even see the ball, guys? Is there any point in this if you can't see what's going on? That was not really a chance. I swear I've got it on key highlights. Key highlights. We've got tons of highlights. Oh well. Foul by Kevin Prince Boateng. Blast from the past, that. Great name as well. Kevin Prince. I mean, it's just such a, generic Kevin and then Prince. Lovely. This might be an opportunity. Bentner with the slowest header in the world. Robinson. How have we got to the 80th minute? What the hell's happened? It was going really slow. Oh! Robinson's had the game of his life today. I need to make changes. I'm going to bring Van Persie off for Adebayor, and we're also going to play... Rosiecki's going to move into midfield, and then Banega will come off for Eduardo. And team instructions... I'm glad they got... I mean, a lot of people didn't like it when they got rid of sliders, but it is very clunky. By the way, if you hear a weird background hum, I did notice it on episode 1, it's my laptop burning up because it's old. It's just, it's hotter than the sun right now. It's a bit frustrating it doesn't work on my computer. Right, we're going to push the defensive line up as well. We should be beating Spurs. Firstly, because they're rivals, but secondly, they're not as good as they are in real life right now. And we're losing. So I might have to change the tactics completely because it's not working. We can't seem to find the back of the net, which is the main aim of football, believe it or not. Come on, chaps. 9 minutes to get back into this. We can do it. Van Persie. Why has he not come off yet? Gallas. Lehmann. I don't know what that was, but we've picked up the ball. Rosiecki. Van Persie, perhaps his last opportunity of the game. Van Persie, before he gets subbed off, crosses it back to Diaby. Diaby fires it wide. That was a chance. How many chances do we need? On come the cavalry. 5 minutes to go. I want to shout at them. I want to do a shout. Say push up. Smash it into the box. Do something. But I've got no control. Rosiecki, Diaby. Adebayor's through. Adebayor! What a tackle. Oh, that's surely a red card. He was last man back, wasn't he? Only yellow. Maybe he wasn't last man back. Anyway, we've got a free kick on the edge of the box. I don't know who's our best free kick taker left on the pitch. Let's see. It's Rosiecki! Wide. Look at that curl. The ball used to curl really dramatically on the old games. We've lost. We've lost. My first game of the season. I don't know what's going on. We haven't scored for 4 games in a row now. I'm gonna change things up, guys, for episode 3, because explain that the result was embarrassing for the team. Oh right, that's it's not exactly what I'm gonna say. That would be weird if I shouted at the players. Explain that the result was embarrassing. That just wouldn't work, would it? Do I be really harsh? It's my first. I'm gonna go for the second one. Not good enough. I don't want to shout at them on my first ever proper team talk, but that is poor. Russia, the goal scorer, was the best player of the match. We had a lot of 6s in there and a few 7s. Not great. Anyway, thank you for watching episode 2 of this Football Manager 2008 Let's Play series. I will improve. We need to score goals. I need to do something because it's clearly not working. Next up, we've got Sparta Prague in the Champions League. I'm actually going to play that match, Middlesbrough and Reading, behind the scenes. And then... do I show the... no, we should get through the Sparta Prague games. Maybe I'll come back for... Aston Villa's quite a big team on this. Yeah, let's... I mean, I don't know how in fact, I'm not going to make a decision. Let me know how regular you want these to be, basically. And then we'll go from there. But until next time, enjoy Football Manager 2008 or Football Manager 2018 or any Football Manager. And if you don't play Football Manager, just enjoy life. See you very soon.